Some say that love is eternal, it knows no bounds, and will conquer all. But what happens when it's twisted with fear? What if there are some loves that are too terrifying to live on? Here are 10 of the most horrific ghostly legends of ancient civilizations. Let's get started. Number 10. The haunting of the Acropolis. History has shown us that ancient civilizations had their share of hauntings, just like we do today. But the creepiest story of a ghost comes from Greece. Located at the top of a hill overlooking Athens, the Acropolis is an ancient citadel that was once a sacred religious center of the city. It's now an open-air museum filled with ancient ruins, including the famous Parthenon. But don't let the historical significance of this location fool you. There are plenty of scary stories that have come out of this place over the years. One of the most popular ones involves the spirit of a woman named Kalliopatra. She was the daughter of the king of Athens and fell in love with a handsome Spartan soldier during the Peloponnesian War. When she found out that he was going to be executed by the Athenians, she snuck into his cell and helped him escape, which earned her the gratitude of Sparta. However, when her father discovered her involvement, he sentenced her to death for treason. As punishment, she was buried alive inside the citadel. Some say that her ghost still haunts the area, wandering around and searching for her lost love. Visitors have reported hearing chains dragging along the marble floors late at night, and seeing the apparition of a woman dressed in white standing at the edge of the hillside, staring out at the city below. Number 9. The Legend of Bloody Bones. In the bustling city of Rome, one of the most popular tourist attractions is the Pantheon, a former Roman temple that's now a church. Its impressive architecture and well-preserved state make it a must-see destination for many travelers. However, few know about the tragic legend that haunts its hallowed halls. During the Middle Ages, the Pantheon was used as a burial ground, and one of the interred souls is said to be that of a young girl named Matilda. According to legend, she was killed by her own father after she refused to end her relationship with a poor artist. He threw her body into a nearby fountain, but it was later recovered and buried in the Pantheon. Now, visitors claim to hear the sound of a little girl crying late at night and have even captured audio clips of what they believe to be her voice. Some have even seen the ghost of a young girl wandering around the Pantheon, looking for her lost love. No. 8. The ghost ship of Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca is a vast body of water located in the Andes Mountains on the border of Bolivia and Peru. It's the highest navigable lake in the world and is home to a variety of unique plant and animal species. But it's also known for a haunting legend that dates back centuries. Local folklore tells of a Spanish galleon that sank in the lake during a storm, taking the lives of everyone on board. Some say that the ship was carrying valuable treasures, and that SYS, still guarded by the spirits of its crew. Many fishermen have claimed to see the ghost of the galleon sailing through the mist on moonless nights, its spectral sails billowing in the wind. Some even claim to have heard the sounds of screams and gunshots echoing across the water, a reminder of the tragic fate of those who perished in the wreck. 7. The Vampire Queen of Hungary. For centuries, the small town of Ferentek, Hungary, was plagued by a mysterious illness that killed hundreds of people. And when a member of the royal family died under mysterious circumstances, the townspeople blamed vampires. They turned to a local countess named Elizabeth Bathory, who was known for her fascination with blood and rumors of her dipping her bread in blood. When the queen mother died, they accused her of being a vampire queen, preying on the life force of her subjects. Though she was never convicted of any crimes, the townspeople became convinced that she was behind the mysterious deaths and broke into her castle to kill her. They beat her to death with clubs and then staked her body to prevent her from rising as a vampire. To this day, locals claim that the ghost of Elizabeth Bathory can be seen wandering around the castle grounds, searching for revenge against those who wronged her. Number 6. The Spirits of HMS Pandora. Deep in the waters of the Coral Sea off the coast of Australia lies the shipwreck of HMS Pandora, a British naval vessel that sank in 1784. The story of the ship and its crew has become one of the most haunting legends of the sea. The Pandora was a prison ship carrying convicts from Britain to New South Wales. When it encountered a violent storm, the ship was battered by waves and winds, causing it to spring a leak and eventually sink. Of the 278 people on board, only 35 survived the ordeal. Those who did survive were stranded in the ocean for weeks without food or water, and many died soon after being rescued. Locals claim that the spirits of those who died aboard the Pandora still linger in the area, searching for peace. Some say they can hear the cries of the dying and the moans of the undead, while others have seen the ghostly apparition of the ship sailing through the fog, its crew forever trapped on board. No. 5. The Curse of the Pharaohs. Ancient Egyptian culture is full of mystery and intrigue, from their pyramids and sphinxes to their pharaohs and curses. One of the most famous curses is said to be the Curse of the Pharaohs, which supposedly causes anyone who disturbs the tomb of an Egyptian ruler to suffer bad luck or even death. This legend dates back to 1871 when Napoleon Bonaparte invaded Egypt and his soldiers began to die mysteriously, leading some to believe that they had been cursed by the pharaohs. Since then, many explorers and archaeologists have claimed to experience strange phenomena while exploring Egyptian tombs. One of the most famous stories involves Howard Carter, the man who discovered the tomb of King Tutankhamun in 1922. After entering the tomb, Carter and his team experienced a series of misfortunes, including illness, accidents, and even death. While many dismiss these events as mere coincidence, others believe that they were cursed by the pharaoh whose tomb had been disturbed. No, for the ghosts of Pompeii. Pompeii was an ancient Roman city near Mount Vesuvius in Italy. In 79 AD, the city was destroyed by a volcanic eruption that buried it in ash and pumice. The eruption also killed thousands of people who lived there. Today, Pompeii is one of the most popular archaeological sites in the world, but it's also said to be one of the most haunted. People who visit the ruins of Pompeii have reported hearing screams and seeing apparitions of people fleeing from the volcano. Some have even seen the ghosts of those who died in the eruption, ever frozen in their final moments of terror. No. 3. The Banshee of Bongar. The legend of the Banshee of Bongar is a tale of love, loss in the supernatural that has been passed down through generations in the remote Himalayan village of Bongar. The story goes that a young woman named Leela fell in love with a handsome young man named Raj Kumar, but their love was forbidden because he was a member of a rival clan. Despite the odds, the two decided to elope and start a new life together. On the night of their wedding, however, a terrible tragedy struck. A landslide caused by a heavy monsoon destroyed the village and killed everyone in sight, including Leela and Rajkumar. Some say that the couple's love was so strong that their spirits were bound together, even in death. And ever since their passing, they have been seen wandering around the ruins of Bongar, searching for their lost love. Locals believe that the ghost of Lila is the Banshee of Bongar, and her mournful cries can be heard echoing through the mountains on moonless nights. No. 2. The Spirit of the White Ship. The story of the White Ship is a tragedy that occurred in England in 1120, when a royal ship carrying 150 people, including King Henry I's son, Prince William, sank in the English Channel. Only 2 survivors were found, and many believe that the ghost of the White Ship still haunts the coastline where it sank. People who live and work along the coast have reported seeing the ghostly apparition of the ship sailing through the fog, its crew forever trapped on board. Some say that the ship's bell can be heard ringing in the distance, a mournful sound that signals death and destruction. Others say that the ghost of the White Ship is a warning to those who sail the treacherous waters of the English Channel. No. 1. The Haunting of Hampton Court Palace. Hampton Court Palace is a historic royal palace in London that was once home to some of the most powerful people in the world, but it's also said to be one of the most haunted places in England. Visitors and staff have reported hearing footsteps, seeing apparitions, and feeling cold spots throughout the palace, especially in the haunted gallery, where the ghosts of 2 young princes are said to roam. One of the most famous ghosts of Hampton Court Palace is that of Catherine Howard, a young woman who was accused of adultery and beheaded in 1542. Some say that her ghost can be seen wandering around the palace grounds, searching for her lost love. Others say that she appears in the haunted gallery, forever reliving her final moments of terror before her execution. Thanks for watching. Which of these legends spooked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying tales from history.